viewers. I'm coming to you live from Hyderabad, where yesterday we saw polling taking place. 3.26 crore voters of Telangana have sealed the fate of the political bigwigs of the state. Now, I know a lot of questions have been looming over the India Today Access My India exit poll and why we didn't put out the numbers yesterday. I've been receiving a lot of messages too. But fret not, the wait is getting shorter and shorter. Just about 7 hours to go. At 6 p.m. this evening, we'll be putting out our numbers on which way Telangana perhaps could go. Of course, with all the other exit poll numbers out there, I know that our viewers are waiting for, in fact, the India Today Access My India exit poll because of course, the kind of precision with which we've predicted polls before. But our numbers will be out starting 6 p.m. this evening when our broadcast will begin, and our focus solely will be on the state of Telangana. We'll get you our exit poll numbers, our predictions for the state that many predict could go down to the wire, that has seen an intense campaign and perhaps could be the most interesting so far of all of the 5 state elections. Now, in fact, what we've also seen is with some channels coming out with their exit poll predictions, there have been reactions coming in. Congress's Revanth Reddy says he's confident that the Congress will get over 70 seats, which is a big claim to make, considering that means more than a 3-fold increase in their vote share from 2018. Revanth Reddy has asserted that the Congress will form the government by December 9th and it will focus on its poll promises and work on people's grievances. As far as the BRS is concerned, considering many of the exit polls so far have predicted that they're going to be losing out to the Congress, they've completely rubbished all of these reports. And I can tell you that the BRS, the Congress, the BJP here in Telangana, everyone is now watching out for the India Today Access My India exit poll numbers. It will be out at 6 p.m. this evening.
पहले से कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता प्री पोल जब से शुरू हो गए तभी से कांग्रेस पार्टी कार्यकर्ता सब लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि इस बार कांग्रेस जीत होने वाली है, सो लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री होने वाले है. तो same thing reflected in exit polls. So for us, it is not any surprise. I have some grievances against these exit polls. We are going to get 80 plus. They are giving around 70. So 10 more seats are going to increase after result.
All exit polls in favor of Congress. 64 से लेके 64, 70, 70, more than 70 in favor of exit poll. Exit poll is seeing definitely Congress will come in power in majority and we will form the government and will whatever the promise declaration we will implement it.
हम 70 प्लस होंगे इतना मैं बताता हूँ. जो भी सर्वे कुछ कम ज्यादा उसमें आ रहे हैं, लेकिन सभी ये बता रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी 60 के आगे जाएगी, मेजॉरिटी आएंगी. लेकिन कुछ सर्वे ये भी कह रहे हैं कि अच्छी तरह पोजीशन में कांग्रेस पार्टी आएगी. हमारा पहले से ही कहना है कि हम 70 प्लस तेलंगाना में जाएंगे.
The suspense over the India Today Access My India exit poll will end at 6 p.m. on the state of Telangana. Of the 5 states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram and Telangana, all eyes right now are on Telangana because there are questions about what the result will look like and that this could be a contest that really goes down to the wire. There's a reason for that. We've seen this high, intense, high-octane campaign here in the state of Telangana, which I witnessed firsthand as well. KCR is gunning for a hat-trick for a 3rd term as Chief Minister. He's also battling huge anti-incumbency. He's taking on two biggest national parties of the country, Congress and the BJP. The Congress is really counting on this time making it, and if they're going to make it, it's going to be huge because what we're talking about is essentially, as I said, a 3-fold increase from their performance in 2018 to now. They've definitely made inroads. There's no doubt about that. They're making the most of anti-incumbency, and add to that mix the guarantees that they've promised to the people of Telangana. Is it enough to actually dethrone KCR?
The BRS versus Congress versus BJP. It's a triangular tucker in Telangana. The fate for the youngest state of the country was sealed by its voters on Thursday. The southern state is witnessing the closest contest since its formation. What are the projections by the India Today Access My India exit poll for Telangana? Well, the viewers will have to wait a few more hours. The results will be aired on Friday evening, and here is why.
Basically, what we want to tell our viewers is that in any poll where people are still polling and the exit pollster has to give his numbers, you increase the probability of getting something wrong. It's happened in the past. So what the Access My India team and the India Today group have decided is that we want to hold over Telangana till tomorrow.
They feel whoever our people and we approach, their first doubt is you are sent by a political party, because you know lots of money getting distributed before the election.
So they want to check if the money they paid yielded results.
Yes. So that is also worrisome factor.
Also, it is a tight race. And when you have these tight races in a smaller state like Telangana, you need to take some time to process the data.
When there is a wave election or one-sided election, then you can do election night forecasting.
Yes.
But when it is very, very close, it's always better to wait, because just last 2 or 3 hours of vote can tilt the balance. And second, sometimes what you need to do is look at the turnout patterns.
In 2018, when Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao advanced elections by 6 months, the BRS won a near 3/4 majority with 88 seats. The Congress finished with 19 and the BJP with just 1 seat. This time around, many exit polls are predicting a Congress win in Telangana. But the last word is not heard yet. The exit poll with a 94% track record, the numbers from the India Today Access My India survey that will be released Friday evening will give a definite picture for the state. So, don't forget to tune in. The coverage begins at 6 p.m. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, and I know that the anticipation, excitement at this point is sky high here, not just in Telangana, but across the country, because this is a battle everyone's watching out for. It has huge repercussions on 2024 as well. Let me bring in our reporters on this broadcast. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is joining me live from Hyderabad. We also have Abdul Bashir and Apurva Jayachandran, all of whom have, of course, been getting you every single update that's come in the run-up to the elections. The polling is done now. Now it's all about the anticipation and that endless wait till December 3rd. Nagarjun, I'm going to come across to you. I know a lot of disappointed people, politicians messaged us asking where is the exit poll. Today, of course, 6 p.m. we're going to be putting out those figures. But what's the mood like in the Congress camp, the BRS camp and the BJP?
It's not just the messages and calls that you and I are getting bombarded with, but also conspiracy theories that is going viral on Twitter, social media platforms, and politicians too. When you have a cup of chai with them, they're asking us random questions as to why are you not putting out Telangana numbers, but they're unwilling to believe that it is for better accuracy. They're like, no, we have been waiting for it. Please give it to us today. Even if it's midnight, it's okay. 1 a.m., it's okay. Please do tell us what the numbers are. So that's the level of excitement that people are looking at Telangana numbers, especially for India Today, My Access India poll as well, because the track record, like you mentioned, is tremendous, and we have been getting it right most of the times. And in the camp as well, we have seen both Revanth Reddy and KTR doing the press conferences immediately after the polling was done. Revanth Reddy, in fact, was still confident. His body language looked upbeat. Him saying that we are forming the government. December 9th, 10:30 is when the Congress MLA will be the Chief Minister of Telangana. While KTR went on to say that BRS doesn't believe in exit polls. We have done our own internal survey and we are forming the government also. Both of them are keen on forming the government, but at the end of the day, there could be only one party that would win the elections. But what we are picking up from the ground post-polling is that it's been a very, very close election, hard-fought elections. We'll have to wait and watch for the numbers that we will put out this evening.
Just about 7 hours to go, and I have to tell our viewers this because we're getting constant messages that no, we don't have the numbers either. The number crunching right now is still happening. We're still analyzing the data that's coming in. We're getting it from all pockets of Telangana, kind of ensuring that we average it out and put out the numbers with the best possible level of accuracy at 6 p.m. So we, as much as you, are waiting right now. We, as much as you, are getting impatient, but the anticipation is building up, and we can assure you that because we're taking a lot more time, we are analyzing the data that much harder. Our predictions, we have a certain record to keep up, and that's why we're ensuring we're not jumping the gun. It was only yesterday that Telangana was voting, so we're taking 24 hours to ensure that we get it right. We go through all of the data that comes in. So 6 p.m. today, we promise there will be no more delays. At that time, you can expect the numbers to be on your screens of exactly what the India Today Access My India poll for Telangana looks like. Let me bring in Abdul Bashir and Apurva Jayachandran also on this broadcast. Abdul, to you first, good morning. What's the vote in the Congress camp? Revanth Reddy says 70 plus for sure. Now, this is obviously a method also where the Congress is sending out a message, and Revanth Reddy is saying that, look, I'm very, very confident. Is that really the case, or are they keeping a plan B also in mind?
Well, as we speak, Akshita, very good morning. What we are seeing is since the morning, the time we started reporting again, we see that people are eagerly waiting only for a reliable, a source of exit poll that seems to be India Today Access My, So people are eagerly waiting for this, and right now I am at Revanth Reddy's residence. I've come here to take his interview, but what I see here is many followers are waiting here for hours together. More than 2 hours that they are just waiting here to congratulate Revanth Reddy, the Congress party, the journey that they have taken from 2018. The number was 19, and then we've seen municipal polls, the bad performance by the Congress, and the by polls also. And now what we see is this poll, this 2023 assembly poll has brought different confidence in the cadre, and people are now confident. Mainly the Congress party is confident of gaining 2/3 of the majority, as Revanth Reddy has mentioned. So now what we see is that there was a tough fight between the BRS and the Congress that we have seen on ground yesterday. There were mixed reactions that were coming in. Some speaking about BRS taking a lead, and some speaking about Congress taking a lead. But overall, what we see is that many of the exit polls that have been released earlier are stating that Congress is ahead. But the most reliable exit poll source, India Today, is My Access. So this is a source where everybody is now eagerly waiting till 6 p.m. today. Everything will be out, and people will then settle down to an opinion as to who will be forming government in the coming days, that is December 30th, and who will take oath on December 9th.
Revanth Reddy, no doubt, come 6 p.m. is going to be glued to his TV screens to see what India Today Access My India's exit poll numbers look like.